to have this call today so we can get this situation resolved.
Oh, no problem. Alrighty. Well, I guess
okay,
I'll...
So it is... Go ahead, Nicholas.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll go on ahead. So the reason why I'm having this call mitigated is just, things seem to go a little bit easier when that happens. I understand that your request is for me to take down the review that I left, I believe, on Google.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and I just want to go over the review that I did leave. I did say, do not purchase this water system. It is overpriced due to them selling you customer service. The customer service is pretty much them moving the water system from one location to another in the event of you moving. That's not the full customer service. I was a little, I left that out. The water filters and stuff. I should have probably, I could have said that. But anyway, I said they refused to move my water purifier and reverse osmosis system, and I left it in a house closed for another family. That closed for another family. I had to dispute the loan in order to get my money back. 0 out of 10 company with incredibly irresponsible general manager who was incredibly rude and insulting to me. Now, I understand the house is not closed yet, and I have not gotten my money back yet. These were things that I assumed whenever you all had said you were no longer doing business with me. That's the route that it would have gone. But I understand that that has not happened yet, so that is not quite the truth. However, just out of curiosity, is there anything else in that, though, that I said that was incorrect?
I'm sorry, I just thought we were going to resolve the issue and not argue.
This is how I resolve issues. I was just asking a straightforward question. That's all. I'm not being hostile.
They refuse to move the equipment, and that is not true.
Did you all not tell them earlier today? Hold on. Did you all not tell the bank earlier today that you would no longer do business with me? Because she's sitting right here.
May I interject here between Nicholas, Hillary?
Yes.
May I interject here?
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely.
So I feel like what is most important right now, and I'm sure Hillary can agree as well, we would all like to put anything that has happened in the past. I am sure that More Water would like to move forward.
Yes, absolutely.
With this. So basically, Nicholas, what they're asking is just for you to remove that negative review from the Google web page that you placed it on. And I understand. And Nicholas, I know that you're asking for More Water, so just apologize for the way that you feel that you were treated when you had spoken with either Hillary or the general manager. If we can come to a consensus in that area and get you scheduled to have the equipment removed from one property and placed in another, instead of rehashing everything that has gone on in the past, I think as adults here we can move forward.
Yes, I absolutely agree, but I do just want to clarify, was that statement said to me? That they said that they would no longer service me? That's all. I just want a yes or no on that. That's all. And then we are going to also, and I understand, move forward with moving the water system. But I just want to know, was that statement said to me in the past that they would no longer do business with me and they would not move it? That's all I want to know.
We didn't refuse to move the system. That's not true.
I was absolutely told.
I gave you a date. I offered to pay for it. So
whoa.
And now that.
Ma'am, okay, hold on.
I mean, that was the conversation I had with you.
Okay, hold on 1 second, okay? Tony, did they not tell you that they would no longer do business with me? Did they use that statement?
Nicholas, I just need to move forward.
I know.
With
We
this,
will.
okay?
We will move forward.
The
Just please tell me a yes or no. Just please. Did they tell you that?
The statement.
Sir, if this makes your day and you need to hear it so we can move on, I'll tell you whatever you want to hear because this is a waste of my time. So
look, I am not being hostile
service,
with you.
Sir.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes,
okay?
yes, ma'am. I understand.
I said what you wanted to hear. Now we can move on.
Stop. Relax. Holy cow. I don't need this kind of hostility.
Okay.
Just relax, okay?
Nicholas, they're offering?
Yes, they are offering.
We would like to get this taken care of and resolved
I
today.
agree. I do agree. Can we please not have the hostility here? And can we talk normal like adults, please? Listen.
Sir, are we going to move forward with
we are going. We are absolutely going to move forward.
Within this week.
Holy cow.
Hillary, do you have times within this week when you're able to go out to the property to remove the merchandise?
Yes, let me look at the schedule here 1 second. Okay, so it looks like I have some availability on Friday. I can do Friday or next, of course, anytime.
Is there a specific time during the day, Nicholas, that you would be available at the Broken Arrow property for them to come pick up the merchandise?
Really, anytime? Anytime will work. I will have my realtor. She will be there. She will be able to have that happen. Well, actually, no, never mind, because it is coming to the new area. I'll have to be off, but is this Friday? Is it, did you say this Friday?
Yeah, I can do this Friday.
Oh, okay, no, good, I'm off, anytime, actually, I'm off that day.
Perfect. Is there maybe a time in the morning?
I'm just going to take up like an installer spot, so it'll pretty much be once they get rolling in the morning, then they'll head that way. So I'll put it between 8 and 12 in the morning.
8 and 12, okay. And that's the time that they would be at the Broken Arrow property?
Yes.
Yes, they'll go there first.
Okay.
And then we'll need, of course, like the new address to put on the ticket so I know where they're moving it to as well.
Okay.
Okay. And Nicholas, could you provide that new address?
Yes, I can provide the new address.
Written up, and obviously I'll just be on the lookout for that review to be moved, and then we'll send the installer out.
Okay, now here's the thing though.
Nicholas, you'll go.
Before that review is removed though, I still require an apology for how I was treated.
I'm sorry.
You're joking, right? Come on, let's not be snarky, let's not be sarcastic. I mean, come on.
I'm sorry. You wanted me to say I'm sorry? I said I'm sorry.
That is amazing.
I'm sorry that things didn't go the way they should have.
That is... How old
Nicholas,
are you?
I think that she apologized, sir. She apologized, saying that she is sorry for the things that... Sorry, I misspoke. She apologizes for the way that things have went.
I understand, but I do not appreciate the attitude with it. I do not appreciate the snarkiness. I don't
believe that she had an attitude with that.
She absolutely did. I heard it. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, either way, sir.
That's
Nicholas, come on. We have to come to we have to end this.
I do understand, but what an unprofessional business. I'll go ahead and I will remove this review. But holy cow, this is unbelievable. Let's see. I'll go ahead and after this, and I got it all written down. Okay. Well, all right. We'll go ahead. We'll move forward, and I will be calling Mr. John Tingwall as well. So, alrighty. We'll go ahead. Let's move forward. Who is that? Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Who is John T?
John Tingwall. He happens to be the CEO of EcoWater. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and, whatever happens there, we'll go ahead, we'll move forward with business. I want this behind me. Yeah, that'll just be that.
May I put you on hold for just a moment, Nicholas, before we hang up? Is it okay if I put you on hold for a moment? I'd like to speak with you.
Sure thing.
Oh, great, thank you. Okay, Nicholas?
Yes.
Okay, Hillary?
It's just me, yeah.
Okay, perfect. I appreciate you taking this call today, and let me know if you have any other questions or concerns regarding this account. I'm going to try to intervene so that there isn't any future issues.
Yeah, no, you're fine. And like I said, obviously I'm going to check the reviews. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to really say how he's going to proceed, but I have it on the schedule for Friday, as long as, both.
I think it's a little uncalled for to call me a liar, but all right.
More issues, I suppose you could say.
Absolutely.
All right.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Hillary. You have a great day, and if I don't talk to you before the new year, have a happy new year.
You too. Thanks, Tony.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. Hello? Hello?
Hey, Nicholas? Hello?
Oh, that was inappropriate for her to call me a liar, but all right.
Hello, Nicholas?
Can you hear me? Oh, okay,
so
excellent.
I thought I lost you for a moment there.
Oh, no, but that was inappropriate for her to call me a liar. Jeez.
Well, she didn't necessarily call you a liar.
She said...
she didn't say that out loud, and...
I understand, but I mean, this is supposed to be a professional business. Did I misconduct in myself in any way? Did I call her any names? Did I yell at her or anything like that on this phone call?
No, sir.
Okay, then why is she so
she
hostile?
Didn't call you names or yell at you either.
No, but she was very, very rude.
It is.
I don't understand the hostility, and I asked her twice on the phone here to not be hostile, to just calm down, and we can act like adults here. See, now this is, like I said, when I'm trying to contact them to get this done since October, and this is what I've been dealing with the entire time, I kind of hope you all at least see it a little bit as to how I was getting the responses from them not taking me seriously at all, them being very snarky, and just genuinely being rude. And then I have her boss, of course, who obviously isn't going to even come onto this call to apologize for him yelling at me. But I don't understand at all how it got to this point or why they think this is okay. I mean, doing business with them in the future just to get filters, and I hope I can find some way. Maybe they have an online store. Maybe I really hope they do, because I really don't want to talk to them ever again. Maybe that's a possibility. I might be able to. I should have probably just asked her if they have an online store for the filters. Oh well.
Well, if you're unable to find something for the filters, please feel free to give a call back. You can always ask for me, and I can always give them a call to relay information.
I appreciate that, but I don't want to burden you guys any more than I have now. I mean, the mediation was great, all that. I don't want to have you all do a job that you all aren't really there to do. I do appreciate the generous offer you have given me. I do appreciate your time and what you have done. But, I also don't want to continue bothering you with something because of this whole issue here. I will attempt to find other ways to get a hold of this stuff and to be able to get this taken care of for myself from now on. I really don't want to burden you guys any further. I mean, you all are a loan company. You all shouldn't have to deal with this. But
well, we have been known to be a small company with a big heart, so we want to make sure that our customers are well taken care of and are completely satisfied. So if we have to intervene in particular instances, we are more than happy to do so. So just let me know. I'm going to go ahead right now and close out your concern as of right now. If there is a concern in the future, please feel free to give us a call. You can speak with one of our representatives, or you can ask for me specifically if there's anything in the future.
Awesome. Well, I really do appreciate it. And I think we'll be able to get this resolved.
Yep.
And hopefully they will get this system moved. And we'll put it behind us.
Fantastic. Well, if anything should happen to go wrong on Friday, unfortunately, our office is closed on Friday. I will be back in the office on Monday, the 3rd, so please feel free to give us a call if you need any further assistance, okay?
Awesome. I do appreciate it.
You're welcome, Nicholas. Well, I hope that you and your family have a very happy New Year then.
You too.
Thank you. All right. Bye-bye now.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, guys, so you see that I clearly deleted the review. I bet you didn't think I was going to be talking to y'all, huh? Well, of course I am. This is my channel. So, more water system. You can see how they clearly treated me. I didn't put the words in her mouth. Look at how snarky she was when she said her and her boss absolutely told me they would no longer service me. I've been trying to get a hold of these freaking people since October to get this water system moved from my house, my old house there that I'm selling, which closes January 7th, to this house. She tried lying. I made her admit, and she tried to weasel her way out of it. You heard it herself from her mouth. And this video very well may be used in court if they do anything funny later on. This is going to be a doozy because I'm sure going to upload this video after they move it so they can't do anything else. And what a dumb ass that lady is. Hillary is her name, by the way. And yes, they are all the same company. They are all the people you will deal with if you get a system. Do not buy from this company. Do not. They are a terrible company. I am having a hard time getting out from the loan out of this company because I have a water purifier and stuff. Now, this is a great system. No joke. But it is overpriced. Severely. It is overpriced. Don't get suckered into this. Get a different water softener. Get a different purifier from a reputable company that is not EcoWater. I don't want anybody to have to go through this. Unfortunately, a lot of people do. Oh, that's a funny one. I'll save it for later. This is another one that I had sent on here. I won't be. Garbage company, do not purchase anything from them. I'm not removing that one. She said Google. Now, this has been the worst company I've ever dealt with. I've given them so much time and patience, and they have repeatedly done worse and worse as time has gone on. Inside of their company, they have no ability to communicate to their workers. 3 times now, the technicians have shown up to our house not prepared with the work we have asked for. Wow, sounds a lot like my situation for the most part, except at least these guys showed up. I'm so frustrated with these guys. I have been trying to call them since October, and I've told them my closing date. My house closing date. Usually a house closing date takes 1 month. I was fortunate enough to have 2 months of notice on a closing date. They still couldn't get their guys out until I finally got a hold of the loan company and told them that I would no longer be paying the loan if they do not get it out of the house. Because here's how the laws work here in Oklahoma. If you leave stuff in the house, it is now the homeowners that closed on that house if it's past that closing date. Therefore, they'd get to keep a whole $5,000 water system that purifies out water. It gets rid of the chlorine in the water. I have a lot to say about that, actually. I should tell you guys about all the chlorine and stuff that's in the water that you all are drinking that gives you cancer and stuff, that you need a water softener and a water purifier, literally to get those heavy metals out of the water that you're drinking and the chlorine. It really is a problem. It really is. You all should look this stuff up. It's not some crazy stuff, I drink out of the water hose. Yeah, you used to be able to drink out of the water hose back in the day. You used to. Because there used to not be chlorine up the wazoo. And you all know how chlorine is. You shock a pool, you don't even swim in it for 48 hours till all the chlorine evaporates. When it's in your pipes, can't evaporate anywhere. So it comes out of your sink chlorinated. You have to leave it on the counter for 48 hours before it's safe to drink. Don't believe me? Go to your city water and read the page. It says that. So, and there's also heavy metals that are all through there, which those pipes were probably a lot newer when you were a kid. So, these older people, when you were a kid, it was probably a lot newer. All those cast iron pipes, rust and stuff like that getting into it, it's not really great. So, because there are still cast iron pipes around, and then there's a lot of just metals that are in the water system anyway from a lot of stuff. So yeah, you'll see. Get a water test done. I promise you'll be happier when you get a system. Just don't go with these guys. But seriously, they uninstalled our systems incorrect. Now, they've had a bad day. Now, we just moved into our new home and received a flyer with a vague language on it. Sounded like it was from our new HOA giving us a welcome gift. We thought it was a scam. Still called the number. The whole beginning of the phone call, they offered free things, made me confirm my name, address, and then immediately tried to schedule a visit, never mentioning who they are until asked. I'm giving this company a low rating because this felt shady. They kind of did this to me, actually. I ended up putting in how I got the More Water system here, or their parent company's More Water system. Just letting you know, by the way. Eco Water is what they used to be known as, but as you can see, More Water treatment. Kansas City specifically is where these people are. It is the same people that answer every time. Hillary is the supervisor. Their guy that would not give me his name is the general manager that chewed me out and reamed me. He called me to chew me out. Let me tell you the full story real quick. I told this lady to come get the system out of the house. Okay? I kept calling since October. They kept telling me up till last week. Okay? It was about a week ago when all this happened. I finally said, let me speak to your supervisor. Well, she'll call you back in 40 minutes. No, I want to speak to her now. I know how it works with you guys when it comes to calling back. You don't, You don't call back. Sure enough, she didn't call back. Next day, again, I need to talk to her now. She'll call you back in 40 minutes, I promise. And I said, do you absolutely promise? Yes, I swear to you, she will call you back in 40 minutes. Reluctantly, okay. No call. Call back the third day. Before I said, put her on now, they said, no, she'll call you back here soon. I said, absolutely not. I am not hanging this phone up, and I will call you all day long until she answers. They were like, okay, fine. And then they put her on. Finally. Now, another thing you'll notice that she said to me in the phone call previously, that she doesn't have time. Imagine customer service and you don't have time for your customers. Imagine not being even able to have time to answer the call or call me back. Ridiculous. So, I gave her a bit of a chewing and said, this is ridiculous. I've never been treated this badly. I've been trying to get you guys to get this done since October. I'm willing to pay and everything. She never offered me a free system, or free move, by the way, until after I was talking with the loan. Just letting you know, she never offered to move it for free until I contacted the loan company. So, that being said, she's a liar. And I caught her on here lying. I'll say whatever you want to say. Yes, fine, I did it. Why in the hell are you offering me a free move if you didn't do something wrong? Why would you even say that at all? I'll tell you whatever you want to hear in that snarky... What an absolute bitch. Seriously. What a bitch. Unbelievable. I've never been treated this poorly, ever, by any company in my life. Just unbelievable. And I was nothing but cordial and nice to her on the phone here, as you all saw. Absolute asshole. But anyway, I ended up telling her all the problems, and I said, you know what, I'm done. Get the system out of my house. Take it back. I don't care. She ended up giving me a stupid analogy going, well, sir, if you bought a car from a car salesman, and then a couple months later, after things weren't working out, you went to go sell it back to him. Actually, let me preface. I told her, take the system back, and I specifically stated in that phone call, I do not expect to pay, I do not expect you to pay for the interest rates. I'll pay those off. And I do not expect for you to pay brand new for devaluation. I will sell it back to you as a used system. Just take it back. Pretty much told me, can you do that with a car dealership? And I laughed. And I think that made her mad. It made her pretty mad. Because, well, how about you guys? Tell me. Does a car dealership ever buy back used cars? No, they sure don't, do they? No, they would never do that. And do you pay for devaluation? Nope. Or yeah, you have to pay for the devaluation. Do you pay for the interest rates that are left over? Yes, you do. They won't pay for those, but they will buy your car back, used, and no interest overhead on it. Most of the time, there are some car dealerships that if the interest overhead isn't quite as much as like a brand new car you're buying and it's still profitable, oh yeah, they'll probably end up doing it. But that's if you're exchanging, you know what I mean? Not if they're just buying it back and giving you cash. So, long story short, she got mad at me, and then she accused me of yelling at her. 3 times I told her, ma'am, I am not yelling at you. And she kept trying to talk over me, saying she was going to get off the phone. And I was like, ma'am, do not talk over to me and listen to me. I am your customer. And then she was like, sir, you are yelling at me, and this is ridiculous. And I gave her an example. I said, well, okay, well, if I was yelling at you, it would sound like this. And then she hung up on me. And that's exactly how I said it, too. No, I'm a loud guy. Y'all know me. Obviously, you've been listening to me for, well, some of you guys have been listening to me for 4 years. Crazy. Y'all are dumb listening to my ass for that long. So, long story short, yeah, I did that at the end. She hung up. Then her big testosterone boss guy calls me. And I answered the phone. I said hello. And he's like, yes, this is, Nick. Y'all know my name. So, this is Nick, right? And I said, yes, sir. And I was like, okay. And he goes, yeah, we got to have a little talk about what all happened. And I was like, I think we do. I think we do need to have a talk about what happened. And I was like, I would really like to get service on my system. And he goes, well, I don't think me as a man needs to show a lady how to yell. And I specifically and calmly told him, I was like, sir, do not ever call me again to lecture me. All I want is the service needed to get this out of my house. I don't want to talk to you, period, about your feelings or what you think or your opinions. Do I make myself clear? And he said, no, you listen here. And I said, don't you dare tell me listen here. I said, don't you dare. Do not lecture me. We either talk about the stuff or you get off the phone with me. And he said, absolutely not, sir. You're being ridiculous. And I said, don't you ever, I dropped the F-bomb, call me back again. Don't you ever call me back again, and don't you ever try to lecture me again, you punk. And I hung up the phone. He calls me back immediately. And I said, are we going to talk about business? And he goes, no, you listen here. I hung up on him. Calls me back a third time, and I said, if you ever call this effing number back again, I will come up to Kansas City and put my foot in your ass. Don't you call me back again. And I hung up again. Then I called back one of the receptionists, and I asked her, I was like, what is his name? What is this gentleman's name? Because I'm going to call their CEO. And she said, one moment. And she put him back on the phone, and he got all on, all happy. He goes, hello again. And I said, sir, what's your name? And he goes, I don't think I have to tell you anything, and we will no longer be servicing your account ever again. And then he hung up on me. So I called the loan for this water treatment. And then the lady just absolutely decided to lie and say that she never, ever denied me service. And of course, you heard the loan lady sitting there saying that they absolutely said they weren't going to service me. Now, here's the funny thing about it. Yesterday, they said they were going to come do it for free. And I was like, okay, cool. Today, they said, never mind. They changed their mind. They're not going to do business with you anymore. And I was pretty livid. And I was like, okay, fine. They need to get it out. They either need to get it out or they're losing the system. I'm not paying for this, though. And she goes, just let me call them back again. She managed to convince them again to go ahead and move it for free. Now, again, you all heard from her mouth that she lied. She did say that they would not service me again, ever. And I got it here on recording. I removed the review. Have fun getting this video taken down. Because while you may be able to attempt, guess what? It's going to be uploaded on Rumble. Or not Rumble, Odyssey. It will be there forever. There's nothing you can do to get that taken down. And happily take me to court, too. Happily take me to court. That'll be fun. That'll be great, actually, because then I'll actually just get out of the system and have them, I'll have them pay for it. That'll be great. So, yeah, That's Eco Water, guys. If you want to get treated that way, go ahead and purchase a system from them. Anyway, if y'all have any questions, y'all know where to ask them. Comment down below. Thank you guys so much for watching and putting up with me here. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.